Okay, if you're watching this, you're getting support on number one. So we're multiplying mixed numbers again on this page. And we've got 8 in the 6 times 4 and 2/3. I'm going to use partial products to solve. This is not the only way to solve, but that's the one that I'm going to talk you through. So in order to do partial products, I've got 8 and a 6th and 4 and 2/3. So I'm going to end up with 4 separate products that I'm going to add together. So I'll start with 8 times 4. That's a math fact for me. I know that 8 times 4 is 32. Then I also have to take my 8 and multiply it by 2/3. 8 times 2/3. So I know that 8 is the same as 8 over 1. So my numerators would end up being 8 times 2 is 16 thirds, which is the same as 5 and 1/3, because I know that 3 fits into 16 5 times with 1 left over. Next, I'm going to do my sixths. So I have 1/6 times 4, and 4 I can think of as 4 over 1, if that helps. So 1 times 4 is 4, and 6 times 1 is 6. Now I can leave it as 4/6. I'll just do that for now. I know that I'm going to end up having to add, and I see right here I've got this as a third, and here I've got this as a sixth. Now I know if I multiply my thirds by 2, I can get sixths, or if I divide 6 by 2, I can get 3. But let's do my next partial product and see what is best. All right, so I did a 6 times 4. Now I'm going to do a 6 times 2/3. So my numerators are 1 times 2, which is 2, and 6 times 3, which is 18. Okay, so there's quite a few ways to solve this guy, but in order to do partial products properly, I now need to add all these guys together. So I'm going to start with my whole numbers, get those guys out of the way. I know that 32 plus 5 is 37. And now I need to figure out what to do with all my fractions. Now, I actually see I could change everything up into 18ths. I can also change everything into sixths. So I think I'm going to do that. So 1/3 is the same as 2/6. I've got 4/6. I'm going to keep that one the same. And 2/18, if I divide my numerator by 2, I get 1. And if I divide 18 by 2, I get 6. So if I add all my 6 together, 2/6 plus 4/6 plus 1/6 is 2 plus 4 is 6 plus 1 is 7. So all of these guys together is 7/6, which is the same as 1 and 1/6. Now I can't forget what I was trying to do. I was adding all of these up. So I added all these guys. That equals this. Now I need to put that together with my whole number of 37. So 37 plus 1 and 1/6 equals, I'll put that answer here, 38 and 1/6. If I had changed all these to 18ths, which you may have done, you would have ended up with 38 and 2/18, which could be simplified down to a sixth.